In February of 2025, Graham Perolls returned to Ellenor to see for himself how the charity he founded 40 years ago has grown and changed.
The name Ellenor is really a combination of my parents' names. My father, Norman, my mother, Ellen, and the Ellenor Hospice Charity was really founded in memory of them. The story really goes back to 1978. I remember the shock I got when I came home from work one day and my mother was sobbing on the doorstep. And I said, whatever's the matter? And she said, just blurted out really that Dad's got cancer.
Then a friend suggested he contact St Christopher's Hospice in Sydenham.
And I remember the ambulance doors opening and the nurse stepping in, and you just felt immediately that you were in safe hands. And my father was admitted to the ward, and within a few days he was completely out of pain. It was like a miracle, really. He was sitting up in a wheelchair and he'd been lying flat on his back for months. And he was able to come home after a week, and the quality of life that he had after that short spell in hospice was just totally different. And he died, and I would say it was a good death. He was surrounded by a lot of love and care from the nursing team and with our family there. But then 4 years later, my mother died quite suddenly, and she died in a private hospital, and the care that she received couldn't have been more different. They really didn't have any idea how to care for a dying person. And the only words that were spoken when the nurse finally came into the room was, oh, she's died, shall I call the undertakers?
That searing experience left Graham determined to start a hospice to help people in North Kent. And in 1985, with just one nurse, a part-time doctor and a secretary, the Ellenor Foundation started caring for 5 families at their homes in Dartford.
From small acorns, large oak trees grow.
And it found tremendous support, especially through local Lions clubs.
So we started with home care, and then the hospice was built, and that kind of completed the circle of care.
An anonymous donation of £200,000 helped kickstart the fund for a Lions hospice building in Gravesend in 1992. And after a merger in 2007, we're now known simply as Ellenor.
Coming back here today, it's just such a wonderful building, and I think it's lovely to know that Ellenor is still here and still flourishing.
In its first year, expenditure was £21,967. By 2025, running costs are over £28,000 per day. Today, Ellenor is rated outstanding by the Care Quality Commission, offering care for free to the 270,000 people who live in North Kent and Bexley. In 2024, the Wellbeing Centre opened at Cold Harbour Road in Gravesend, offering even more services. And not just for those diagnosed with a life-limiting illness, but also for their family and friends affected, including financial advice and counselling for the bereaved.
The hospice is such a welcoming place, and they will always, be with you, give time to you, which often busy hospitals don't have. And so it's not a good idea to wait until, the very end before you ask for help. It's much better to get to know the hospice and get to know the people who run it, because that way you can feel that it's like your second home really when you need it.
For 40 years now, Ellenor's been helping people who've been diagnosed with a life-limiting illness, offering hospice care in your home or ours.